How do I make this different from literally every other thumbnail? I don't. That's the answer. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and today I'm gonna just jump into this because I'm so freaking excited. Today I'm going over my May TBR. Now, originally I was like, I'll just pick a few things, and I'm not gonna make it official. Once again, as per always, there's a bunch of readathons happening, and I decide I must partake in all of them. Also, traffic for whatever reason is like really busy. It's like 3 p.m. There's no reason for that, but you're gonna hear it in the background, and I'm sorry. I don't want to close the window. So anywho, I am participating in 5 readathons because I'm cracked, but there will be overlapping for all of them and it'll work out fine. Now, another thing to mention before we jump in, I also want to mention that it is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So with Cindy is hosting yet again the Asian readathon. I've made my TBR for that completely separate. That'll be another video uploaded the same time, but because I talk a lot about books there, I didn't want to combine all of them too much. So with that said, let us jump in to my TBR for May. So first and foremost, for this TBR, I actually decided to participate in Desertathon, hosted by Esme. I love this concept. I love everything about it. I printed out the board, I played. We will see the roles as we talk about the books. So this is how I chose majority of my TBR, if not all of my TBR. So we're gonna jump in with role number 1. So role number 1 gave me backlist. For this, I'm going with, once again, not a new TBR book for my channel. I'm going with The Wrath in the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. This was released in 2015. I've owned this for over a year. I purchased it for last year's Buzzwordathon, and I didn't actually end up reading it. So I'm glad to get this on my TBR again. This is a retelling inspired by 1001 Nights, which of course just screams desert, does it not? So I'm really excited to get to this. I love this cover. I don't know why. She's kind of chunky for my standards, but I'm really excited. I've been wanting to read this for so long. Hi sweetheart, how can I help you? So this will be the first book on my TBR. The second role that I got was to read a romance. Now for this one, we're kind of detouring a little bit. I've not chosen a book, and I will not be choosing a book yet, because I'm going to attempt to participate in 72 Hours in the Smut Den. This is hosted by Cassidy, Mel, Rye, and Bobby. I will leave the announcement video down below. Yeah, I don't know yet. But for this, I'm not going to pick a romance. I'm going to spin one of 2 wheels and it'll decide what trope I'm gonna read, and then from there I will try to find books that fit said trope. I don't think, oh my goodness, I don't think I'll be able to fit a lot of books in the 72 hours. I do work, I don't have a lot of options because I don't typically read romance, so we're just gonna see. But I will read a romance this month, I do promise. And for role number 3, I got read a book under 300 pages. This kind of worked out perfectly because Confessions by Kanae Minato. This is the Literally Dead book club pick for May. It is so short. It's 233 pages. It's also fitting for the Asian readathon if you wanted to participate in some way, shape, or form. This is a great way to do so. I'm so excited. What is this about? This is about a teacher leaving her job and telling her kids like a story that's a little bit thrilling and haunting. I'm not really sure. I typically don't know what my thrillers are about before going into them, so once again, I'm blind, but it's great and I'm excited nonetheless. Okay, now for this prompt, roll number 4, I got a book with some kind of animal, and I'm interpreting this a little loose. So this is a carryover from last month's TBR because I didn't get very far, but I have started and I will finish it. Girls of Storm and Shadow. Okay, hear me out. Steel and Moon casts are animal mixed with human. It works and we're going with it, okay? Basically, this is the sequel to Girls of Paper and Fire, and I've talked about it a lot, so I'll keep it short, but basically we're following Lei, who in the first book is whisked away. That sounds a lot nicer than it actually was. She's basically stolen from her... Okay, Finn. She's basically stolen from her village and taken to be a paper girl for the Moon Cast King, who is half bull. So, animals. I'm counting it. It counts. It works. Some type of animal. So, yep, that's this. And I've already seen animals. Like, it's already begun. So, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. And roll number 5 got me weapon on the cover, any kind. I've already started this as well, but I'm going with Morning Star by Pierce Brown. This is the 3rd book in the Red Rising saga. As you see here, I love it. I'm enjoying this one so much. I read this yesterday. Keep in mind, it is May. I'm not filming in April like the people that are really good about things and like ahead of schedule. I'm behind. It's May 7th, so, but yeah, I've read 145 pages as of yesterday, last night, and it's so unhinged already. Like, so much is happening. It's the most beautiful chaos in a book. I'm really enjoying this. I'm loving all the characters. I'm enjoying it 10 times more now that I've physically picked up the book to pair with the audiobook, which is fantastic, by the way, like 10 out of 10. But I'm enjoying it more because I'm able to focus on who is who and what the characters' names are, and nicknames, and so on and so forth. So I'm really enjoying this experience. What is Red Rising about? Red Rising is a okay. Dogs. Red Rising is about our main character, Darrow, who is red, and working in Mars to... He's working in Mars to make it habitable for the other classes to join and escape Earth because it's just terrible. But slowly, very quickly in the book, things take a turn and the truth kind of gets revealed, and Darrow undergoes a mass transformation to infiltrate the Golds and destroy society. And it's so intense, and I love everything about it. The first book kind of draws parallels to Hunger Games in a way, like there's that type of vibe, and it just gets better and better. There's so much politics, and I'm so intrigued by it. I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna shut up now. Okay, anyways, continuing on with the next roll. For my 6th roll, I got a book with a foiled cover. I'm going with Jade, Fire, Gold by June C.L. Tan. Oh goodness. Which is foiled. Look at that, so pretty. This was the Owl Crate edition at some point last year, I believe. And it's beautiful, like green sprayed edges. I love the colors. What is this about? I don't really remember. We're following 2 characters. I think it's going to be a little bit enemies to lovers-ish, potentially, because An and Alton's, they have different motives, they have different reasons for what they're doing, and they team together to do whatever it is they're doing. Talk about a synopsis, am I right, guys? Alright, so yeah, this is on my TBR. Oh, again, there's a lot of crossover from my other TBR video for Asian readathon, so it fits, it works, I'm excited. This also fits the desertathon challenge of like overall reading desert books. This does have some desert scenes. I think it also goes to the sea, so there's just like a lot in it, a lot going on, and I'm excited and intrigued. I think this is gonna be great. Yeah, that's that. Rule number 7. Read a book you've been putting off. It's just a fucking meme at this point. This is my brand, this is my channel, this is who I am. It's me saying that I will read The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde and then not. It's just me, it is just me procrastinating and putting it off because I'm intimidated because it's hard. I've read up to page 28 a year ago. This has literally been on my TBR since May of last year for the Dark Academics birthday bash celebration. I can't do it. I'm not smart enough. I literally am so dumb. These words make no sense to me. I don't understand Old English. I'm going to read this with the audiobook and just power through. It's literally 123 pages. Like, it shouldn't be this hard, but yet it is. So we're gonna read it because I need to, and it's just going to happen. And then I'm gonna get so fucking drunk in celebration for reading this stupid book that's taken me a year to read. Anyway, final roll. Let's do it. And for the final roll number 8, I finished the board, which was my goal. I didn't mention that. My goal was to just roll until I finished the board and made it to the end. If I run out of books, which is highly unlikely for me especially, but if it happened, then I will roll some more and see what prompts I get. But for this, I got Read a Book with a Yellow Cover, and my mom's going to scream. She'll be so happy. I'm going with Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. My grandpa read this and then bought a copy for my mom. This is the copy, and she read it, and now she likes reading, and so it's great because now I can talk to her about books and get her to read books with me. But she's been hounding me and harassing me to read this for so long, like literal months. Every month she's like, but have you read Anxious People yet? And I'm like, no mom, I have 17 books on my TBR, I don't have time. Well, I'm putting it on my TBR, so I have to make time for it, and you will be so excited. What is this about? I don't know. Something about a group being held hostage in a bank, and you just kind of like see into their lives and they get to know each other. It's fully going to be a character-driven story, and I'm ready. I read a man called Uva. So good. I literally sobbed. You can watch that vlog where I literally cry. Fantastic book. So I'm really excited. I have high hopes for this. Everybody loves it. I know there's a Netflix limited series coming out for it. So here we are. Mom, I'm reading it. You're welcome. She doesn't actually watch my videos. The last book that I'm going to talk about for this video, like officially, is going to be The Girl Who Fell Beneath... Oh my god, I'm falling. The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie Ho. Isn't this fucking beautiful? Like, I'm sorry. Who said that a book can be so beautiful? This is the Fairy Loot edition that I'm absolutely obsessed with. And I'm showing this off to you guys because for Becca's 48-hour bookopoly readathon this month, the first challenge, the first of technically 8, I believe, is to either read a book under 300 pages, which technically if I read confessions during that time, check, but if not, that's fine. But also gods. What is this book about, you ask? It's about a girl jumping literally into the sea after her brother to save him because he's being sacrificed to the sea god in hopes that, like, things chill and that he's the bride to be, and she, like, fuck it, YOLO, going in after him, I'm gonna figure this shit out. And she's in the spirit world with fucking gods. This could not have worked out better. I've been wanting to read this ever since I got it, and now I have, like, all of the reasons. It's Asian readathon, Becca's bookopoly readathon. It is all leaning to this book, and I'm so freaking excited, you don't understand. So that's it. Okay, so overall, my goodness, overall these are the books that I'm hoping to read this month, not including a few others, because of either the Smut Den or Asian readathon or anything else that might come along the way. This will also work for medievalathon, hosted by Holly. I'm aiming to be a baker, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books, so I'm for sure going to be, like, the best of the best. I'm gonna be better than everyone, and I will own this medieval land. So I'm gonna become a baker with these books somehow. I will make them fit. So those are all of the books that I'm hoping to read and get to this month, including a few carryovers from last month that I need to get to, and just pure enjoyment of never-ending TBRs, you know? I feel like at this point I'm just adding to my pot of unfinished TBRs for maybe future things. So overall, that's going to be my TBR. Those are the books I'm aiming to read. We'll see how I do. Last month I think I read like around 11 books maybe. I haven't filmed my wrap up yet. I'm so behind. But anywho, I read a few, so I think I can do it again. I'm really excited for a lot of these. I've already mapped out the month of books to read when, based off my work schedule and so on and so forth. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I would love to know what you guys are reading down below. Are you reading any of these? What readathons are you participating in, if you do? I know they can be intimidating sometimes, but I find them to be so fun. They really make the bookish community for me like 10 times more enjoyable. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Again, please check out my Asian readathon TBR and recommendations of books I haven't actually read if you're interested, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye! That's fine. That's a wrap.